We go on, my friends. We are continuing. We are now at part C, which is saying the limit as x goes to 1 of x minus 1 over x cubed minus 1. So we're now getting this one. Now, remember that the thing never changes. When we are solving numerically, we make this our f of x. So you're going to say let f of x be equal to x minus 1 over x cubed minus 1. Now, there is a way of factorizing this to make it easy, but look, it doesn't make it any easier if I factorize. It's actually easier to just punch in the calculator as this, okay? So I left it like this, okay? There's a way of factorizing things that are like this. It's something with a cubed and two cubes. Like if I say a cubed minus b cubed, I can factorize this. Or if I say a cubed plus b cubed, I can factorize this again. This is called the sum or difference of two cubes. You must know how to say factorize, because one is a cube because you get it when you say 1 times 1 times 1. And x cubed is another one. You get it when you say x times x times x. So you can be able to. But it's not about, it doesn't make anything, it doesn't make it easy. It doesn't make it any easier. So because of that, I won't deal with it. But you're going to find me doing it when we are solving in physics, not here. And in Maths 101, I think we covered it as well. Either way, now let's go through this x minus 1 over x cubed minus 1. I have it like this. This is my function. I'm going to be using this. So now all I have to do is evaluate. The values, I have them already. I don't have to make 6 values. For question 2, we were looking at what we are approaching and making 6 values. But here we already have the 6 values. They've made them for us. Okay, 0 0.9, 0 0.99, 0 0.999, 1.001, 1.01, 1.1. These are the values, so let's just put them. So I'm going to get f of 0.9. This is going to be 0.9 minus 1 over 0.9 cubed minus 1. Then I'll get a solution, and I'll do the next one, which is f of 0.99. This is going to be 0.99 minus 1 over 0.99 cubed minus 1. And I'll get a solution for that. Then I'll do f of 0.999. This becomes 0.999 minus 1 over 0.999 cubed minus 1. Okay? And I'll get a solution. And now I'll go to the values which are just after 1. F of 1.001. This is going to be 1.001 minus 1 all over 1.001 cubed, okay, minus 1. And I'll get a solution. Then I'll do f of 1.01. This becomes 1.01 minus 1 all over 1.01 cubed minus 1. And I'll get a solution. Then I'll do f of 1.1. This becomes 1.1 minus 1 over 1.1 cubed minus 1. There we go. I have this, and here are the 6 things. Then let's just punch in the calculator and find it. So for you who's going to punch, you're going to say open bracket 0.9 minus 1 close, divided by, then you say open bracket 0.9 cubed minus 1 close bracket, and you get your solution. So remember, we are doing to 5SF, so 5 decimal places rather. So what am I going to get here? I'll get 0.36900. What about here? I'll get 0.336689. What about here? I'll get 0.333. Okay, this is 69 rather. Then here I'll get 0.333 and I'll get 67. Okay. Then now, what about for 1.001? I'll get 0.33300. And what about here? I'll get 0.330022. Then what about here? I'll get 0.30211. This is 02. Then 1, 2. Here it's 1, 2. 0.30212. Here it is 0. Okay. Now, we have it to 5 decimal places, and I can just make now my table to say x, then f of x. So the work was in punching. You had to do the work of punching, okay? You had to do the work of punching. So here we have it like this, then 2, then like this, then like this, then we have the last one. Now we can put the values, okay? What are the values going to be? Here we have a 0.9, we have a 0.99. Here we have a 0.999, 1.001, 1.01, 1.1. Now let's put the values. What am I going to get? Well, for here we said 0.36900. Here we got 0.33669. Then here we had 0.33367. Okay? Then here we had 0.33300. Then here we had 0.33002. Then here we get 0.30215. So what is it that I am approaching here? What am I going towards? What is the value that I'm going towards? If you see here, 0.33002, then here 0.333, it's increasing. So in here it was increasing, going towards 0.33. Here it was 0.33367, and here it had been going down from 0.369, 33669, 33367. So what is the value that this thing is approaching? What value is it approaching now? So now you can just think to say to yourself, between 0.33300 and 0.33367, what is there? There is 0.33333, okay? Because if I double this, it becomes to 67. That means if I increase it. If I reduce it, it goes back to 00. So this is what you have, is 33333. So I can say that is the one which it is approaching here, okay? Because 67 is too big, 00 is too small, so the one is 33. That's the one in between them. So now that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to say, well, for here, which is part C, you can now say that the limit as x approaches 1 of x minus 1 over x cubed minus 1, this is going to be equal to 0.33333. This is going to be the limit, and you would be done. And this is your final solution. Goodbye for now. Remember that the limit is just the y value, okay? Never forget that. It's just the y value that we look at, or the value of f of x is also just the y value. And that is what we do when we are finding the limit. That's it for this one. Goodbye for now.